Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the Ocean Air Defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. Straight up, through the clouds, higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osia's fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Right. You should have been wearing a vest with me, you piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usha as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Yuuzhan ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron, IUPF, has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft approved overhead. How is that possible?
The tank farm in the north has been bombed.
Many injured.
Scramble. All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base. This is not a drill.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Ace Combat Maverick stream. I'm in 7 Saber Zero here. I'm excited to go through the Ace Combat story here with the Top Gun Maverick aircraft. You ready? Let's go. So they treated us, and of course spoiler alert here, if you haven't seen the movie, and care, don't watch the stream right now. But we have the original F-14A Tomcat. So for reference, the F-14 that we have in Ace Combat 7 and have had since Ace Combat has been out is the latest updated F-14D Super Tomcat. As you can see, it's a large carrier-based fighter that can carry long-range anti-air missiles. Its automatic variable wings allow for superior combat at all speeds and altitudes. Its unofficial nickname, Super Tomcat, is derived from the A model. So the A model is what they just gave us. As you can see, a carrier-based fighter and precursor to the improved Super Tomcat. As with its variants, it is loaded with long-range missiles, allowing for beyond visual range (BVR) attacks against fleet threats. Its nickname, Tomcat. So that's where it all started, baby. And speaking of, let me see. Skin 2. I want to say this is it. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. So, let me see here. And then we have the Rogue Nation. Well, that is like way better. Oh my god, look at those stats. That's ridiculous. highly mobile fleet defense fighter specializing in aerial combat. Faster with more maneuverability than the F-14A, it allows ace pilots to utilize the superior flying skills. Excellent moments in that with this plane and Top Gun Maverick. Then we have the FA-18Es, the single-seat version, okay, of the carrier-based FA-18F fighter. Loaded with multiple air-to-surface missiles, it can be used in a variety of air raids. Like the F-type, its nickname is Super Hornet. So unlike its Hornet originator, this is larger, carrying like 33% more fuel. That mattered in the Ace Combat universe. Also, still more maneuverable, since it can carry its airspeed better than the original, since it is larger and heavier. It's kind of weird, but it's awesome. But let's go back to the original, the one that we typically get in the in Ace Combat. Of course, the FA-18F Super Hornet, a versatile carrier-based fighter capable of providing support for aircraft, ground forces, and ships. With better maneuverability at medium speeds and high-speed fighters, it's effective in air raids. Nicknamed Super Hornet, the craft is an improved F-type. 2 seats. So you got your 2-seater here. I don't know why they didn't give us a Maverick 2-seater, but anyway. Then you have the Top Gun Maverick version. You have actually Mavericks. Okay, that's cool. It's good with the drop tank and everything. I think this matches pretty well. A high-performance multi-role fighter with improved speed and air superiority capabilities. Building on its predecessor's incredible maneuverability, it can outperform even the most cutting-edge fighters at medium speeds. What kind of cutting-edge fighters? Oh, I don't know. How about none other than the 5th generation fighter? Yes, that's right. The 5th generation fighter that was the star antagonizing craft of Top Gun Maverick. We're seen in the trailers doing a little cool little maneuver to get behind our protagonists. If you see the movie, I mean, it's an excellent dogfight with those 5th generation fighters, but aviation buffs already know it as the Sukhoi 57, aka the Felon. So I've flown the Felon. You've seen me do clips of the Felon versus the not the Arc Bird, the Arsenal Bird, with the pulse lasers. But this is what is represented in the movie, because geopolitics and whatnot. So this cutting-edge 5th generation fighter it's okay. A cutting-edge 5th generation fighter. Its versatility has been increased without sacrificing its superlative combat ability, allowing for wide-ranging customization. Additionally, its exceptional stealth capabilities and large anti-surface missiles reduce its risks that go hand in hand with anti-surface combat. And then last but not least, we have the opening craft of Top Gun Maverick. The absolutely beautiful, and what has been reported to actually, its construction was reported to have diverted a Chinese satellite to check it out. They're kind of proud about that. I remember hearing about that. Whether they thought it was real or not is another issue. But it's really cool piece of technology, and that is the Dark Star. The Dark Star scene was amazing. Just absolutely amazing. No notes, just perfect. And this aircraft is amazing as well. I'm so glad they put it in the game. Can't wait to get it out and actually fight with it. I flew around with it. It is very fast without mods. But yeah, it is awesome. It is a supersonic stealth fighter capable of flying at top speeds exceeding Mach 5. Its staggering speed allows it to exit combat range after a raid near instantaneously, allowing it to engage in specialized airborne combat and hit-and-run tactics, which folks like to use online, I hear. The Dark Star. But I think to start off, what do you think? F-14? I mean, I'm Mage 2. This is a very mage-looking craft. Let's see. Let's select it. High-capacity air-to-air missile. Fast-loading air-to-air missile. Because numerous missiles can be locked on at once, very effective when used alongside regular missiles. HVAA, speed air-to-air missiles that make mincemeat of slow-witted targets. Their ability to travel long distances make them ideal for surprise attacks. That might be good for these bombers that I need to take out. Gotta put the parts on. Acceleration, decel. Overall. Ooh, durability, huh? We don't have any stealth. I mean, a fire extinguisher, that's cool. Definitely take the Queen's Custom. The scrap Queen's Custom. Let's see. Top gun. I guess I should get the gun, huh? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Increasing machine gun fire and fire concentration. Let's see. Standard missile homing capabilities. I like that. There's a lot of stuff I've got here. That's crazy. Machine gun automatically fires and reticles displayed. Enhance itself. I'm so indecisive. I've got one left. Special missile reload time. I mean, I should be scrambling right now. I should be launching on alert 5. Let's see. Let's see, I wonder, not skin, but the emblem. Hey, it's Bob. Rooster. Payback. The adversary. That's cool. Maverick, Hangman. Fighter Weapons School. Hey, are those the 3 MiG-28s he got? Yep. I don't know why I'm just now making that connection. Alright, launch Maverick on alert 5.
Mage Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
I say that, but they don't actually say that line in the movie. Not the new
Radar
one.
site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and read back. Mage 2, cleared for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Alright.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
Alright.
Roger that.
Golem 4, understood.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. You fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element.
Alright. Fox 3, bomber down.
Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
Splash 1.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy. There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
Alright, here we go. Eyes on Golem 3. Alright, I've got
They're way overhead.
eyes on 3 bandits. I'm on HVAAs. Gotta take out those escorts first. MiG-21 firing HVAA. Fox 3. Fox 3.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Fox 3.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2.
Got more targets on scan.
Range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know
Yeah,
the
we
kid's
do.
showing some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet.
Okay. I'm on a good attack trajectory.
Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Locking on HVAA firing. Fox 3. Fox 3. Target down. Fox 3. Fox 3. Target down.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
All
Enemy
targets
bomber
down.
Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece.
You have no idea who I am, do you?
Over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Over,
Tally
Trigger,
ho.
settle down. Mage 2. maintain
Coming right at
contact
us.
with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure
I'm
he
gonna
doesn't
fire
do anything
HVAA.
stupid. Wilco. Golem 2, let's maintain
Escorts
elements.
breaking off.
Copy that, Commander.
Engaging.
I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Rowdy,
Fox 3. He's down. What? No.
Mage. 2 new enemy groups.
Ah.
This is HQ. Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones?
Got him with guns.
Verify.
Alright.
Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Enemy bomber hit, but still airborne. Finish it off.
It's down. Double Fox 2. It's down. Alright, we got more bombers. No more Lollygagging. Let's go, Mage Squadron. Switching to specials. MiG-21 on screen. Switching targets. Not trying to engage him in the clouds. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Close enough for guns. Get him going. See, I don't understand why their missiles do such little damage. He's down. It's okay, I've gotcha. I'm on him. Ugh. I've got him. There's not much more you can take. Ah. One more escort. Let's get him.
Mage 2, walking.
Solid lock. I've got him with the guns.
Enemies locked.
Alright. Blackjack. On screen. Switching. Firing. Fox 3. It's hit. Switching the heat seekers. Fox 2.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
Alright, we've got a ton of bombers.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between
Got
life
him.
and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Don't think, just do. Ah. Ah. Oh. I hit the bomber. Oh. I thought I was going to do something cool. I actually did something stupid. How about that? Do you have to start the mission all over? Because that would suck.
Mage 2, form up with Mage 1.
Dang it, I do have to start over. Okay. Oh, I suck. I swear I do that on almost every playthrough, though. Run into one of the bombers.
This is the AWACS Skykeeper.
Boo. Okay. Sorry.
Take down
This
all
was supposed to be all cool and
bombers.
cinematic,
Don't have
but...
many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Wilco. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers.
Enemy bomber confirmed down. Good job, Mage 2.
Not bad, Mage 2.
We ain't messing around now.
Trigger, switch your radar. See if you can locate the enemy.
Oh, I found him.
There it is, sitting there all pretty, just waiting to be taken.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
They're way overhead.
Harbor fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts form up for another attack. Point is 835.
Alright. Multiple target takedown. Let's go.
Watch out for the support aircraft.
Enemy support eliminated. This should make the job easier. Destroy the target.
Heck of a lot easier.
Target confirmed down. Looking good, Mage 2. Mage 2, target's in range. Pair of bombers.
Trigger, stay calm. You got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
Oh, I have it.
Mage 2, missile launch.
That's it. It's great when it's simple.
Ah.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy unit. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
Fox 3. Mage 2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, Mage 2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if you can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1, over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. Wilco.
got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Escort destroyed. Target is exposed. Engage the bomber.
Bomber engaged, bomber down.
Mage, 2 new enemy groups.
Are they high or low, Skykeeper?
Attention all combat groups. Are there any drones? Verify.
Drones? Are you kidding me right now? Jesus, this is the kind of shit that really chaps my ass. UAVs. I can't tell them apart.
Enemies locked.
Mage 2, missile launch.
He's gonna dodge it.
Harbor facilities and carrier destroyed. I'd call that mission accomplished. Copper baggage. Emptying them on hangars and runways. It's closing. Break. Fox 2. Attacking it. Bandit is still alive.
Don't let them destroy the harbor. Where the hell are our fighters? The harbor is under heavy fire.
Enemy attack struck me. Okay.
Locked.
Your fighters are engaging. Got him.
Radar lock acquired.
Switching up.
Column 3, Fox 2.
Mage 2's bandit confirmed down.
They can burn with their whole payload.
Hesitating for a split second could be the difference between life and death. Stay sharp, think fast.
Roger that.
Taking down those bombers first will save more lives. Here we go.
Fox 3. Bomber is down.
Aileron roll.
Enemies locked on.
Missile connected. 1 remaining.
Mage 2, keep your focus. You got this.
To Gollum and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down.
Yeah.
Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Good going, Mage 2. Flight Commander looks like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with
yeah.
the boss man on this.
Column Squadron, this is HQ. Did you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Cosette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Yeah, mission 1 with Mav. Only crashed once.
Verify and read back.
God dang it.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. The damage is severe. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means successfully retaliating was very important. You may have turned the tides of battle here. You have our thanks.
You're welcome. Might not be the last time. I got a B. Yeah. Well, that was cool. I don't have the most amount of time before I need to get back to the stuff.
Today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on. I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Usea, has been seized by the Erusian Army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Usea, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Usian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN.
Both
Osea
sides.
launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Usea was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Usians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Usea, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone. The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood.
Ow!
President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process.
How?
Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer.
Wouldn't happen if you were in a Dark Star.
In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Yuzian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats, and the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Ocean Federation and all countries on the Yuzian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Yusia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advanced element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Alright, multi-role mission. Well, folks, I know it was only one mission, but this one has other responsibilities, so I'll be signing off here in order to take care of those things. I'm going to continue this. I'm going to do I'd like to do the whole story with the Top Gun aircraft, switching between them based on what the mission requirements and how I feel and what I want to fly. You know. But yeah, we just did mission 1, Charge Assault. Crashed into a bomber, unfortunately, so that wasn't super cool. Maverick wouldn't do that, but we did fly Maverick's F-18, and that was pretty fun. It can PSM a bit, which is cool. Anyway, we'll continue this later. I'm at 7 Saber 0. This has been Ace Combat Maverick Part 1, Mission 1, and we'll continue this later. Thanks for watching.